Welcome to Colonial Impact Wrestling, everybody. My name is the Colonist, and we are going to continue our XYZ Division Tournament with a one-on-one match between Crono and the Blue SPD Ranger, and it looks like their tag team partners are going to join them. So, here we go. One match we saw yesterday. We saw a plethora of matches. We saw Dave Chappelle and Smoke compete in a pretty one-sided contest, if I do recall. We saw a tag team match where Hellfire and Brimstone destroyed. I'm pretty sure it's Hellfire and Brimstone destroyed it. Well, actually, I haven't really been paying attention. I haven't watched the match, to be honest with you, because I posted it so long ago. So whoever won that one, won that one. I'm pretty sure it was a squash match. But, oh no, you know what they was? I think that one was the upset. But whatever, doesn't matter. I'll look at it another day, and by another day, I'll probably like after this video. But anyway, and we saw another one, and we saw Symbiote Spider-Man versus Noob Saibot, one I actually recorded yesterday. So we have that on here. That was a great match. It was a great back and forth. And we now know that Smoke and Noob Saibot will be facing each other in the second round. And that is going to be a highly entertaining match. And I'm excited to see what happens with it. So, here we go with yet another match. And this one is going to be very interesting. I think that Crono, who had a great amount of success in the CIW house shows, which are still on Facebook. So if you like our Facebook page, you will see them. And they're also on YouTube. Actually, yeah, they're also on YouTube. But I think I have them unlisted on YouTube. So you have to like Facebook page, Colonial Impact Wrestling. It's easy to find. So if you're on YouTube watching this and you want to go see those house shows, like us on Facebook. We will, and by we, I mean me, and take a look at those, because those had some really good storylines. Here we go, we're going to start out this match. Here comes Crono.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Aurora, Colorado, Craig.
Okay, none of that introduction made any sense at all, because it's Crono, not Craig. Why he's from Aurora, Colorado beats me. But it'll be interesting to see, because Crono and Magus have not been a cohesive unit yet. Even though they're on the same team, they're a tag team, and in the actual game, they are allies fighting Lavos. They have yet to work as a cohesive unit here in CIW. Magus has terrible luck. I think he's won only one match. Total. Just overall. Between the house shows and the regular shows, I think he's won only one match, if that. And he's got to be careful, though, because with the point system going on, he could be in threat of one of the elimination matches, where we will see a member of our D-League, which I'm still formulating at the moment, step up and replace him. And the other person in danger of that is Mr. Clean, who I believe made his debut, but maybe he didn't. But regardless, here's this match. And here comes the Blue SPD Ranger with the Green Ranger.
From Pierre, South Dakota. From South Dakota, the hero.
It'll be interesting to see what Blue SPD Ranger does after the match between Ermac and the Green SPD Ranger. And which was a decent match, but I'm pretty sure Ermac dominated that too. I haven't looked at any of these. You're just going to have to bear with me here, because I'm trying to catch up with all this bullshit, with all this stuff. I don't want to call it bullshit, because I'm very proud of my product. I'm very proud of our B and C characters who can't make it on the Mag Nation, although, fairly, some of them do have dual contracts. Like Freddy Krueger works for us, and also works for TAW, Totally Awesome Wrestling, shout out Joshua Campbell. And there's characters back and forth that they've used and we're using, but we have talent agreements now, but we're not taking any of their, their big characters we're not using. We're using pretty much just the B and C characters. But you know what? That's the allure of Colonial Impact Wrestling. Because we are the low-res, low-quality alternative. But I promise you this. We will not have bullshit Vince Russo storylines. We won't have random heel turns out of nowhere. MVP. And we're not going to see just like random disqualifications literally every matchup over the show. Because A, we don't have a full-on show. We're doing the individual matches. And B, because we're not stupid as shit. Or at least I'm not stupid as shit. I'd like to think I'm not stupid as shit. I guess I'm not really the one to judge that, but here we go. Crono, Blue SPD Ranger. This is going to be a decent match, hopefully, here on Colonial Impact Wrestling. So, let's get it on. Starts off with just a bitch slap by Blue Ranger. Blue Ranger has the height advantage by about a foot, or not about a foot, about a couple inches. And nice club to the back there to Crono, but Crono counters. And Magus, for some reason, took off his coat to manage, which I'm not really sure what the allure of doing that was, but, you know, maybe it's just this thing. And now a series of counters. Oh, what a small package! Cover, will this do it? 1, 2, and no, Blue Ranger kicks out. Boy, wouldn't that have been hilarious? Just complete bullshit ending to this match. Crono just a quick small package and done. Referee Luke Goss once again assigned to this contest. And a nice bitch punch and runs away by Crono. Crono punches Blue Ranger and leaves. And now May just went for a double axe handle and I think kind of grazed a nice running elbow there, miss off the mark. And now everyone just kind of standing around. Ooh, and a counter. Get out of the way, Luke Goss. May just gets attacked. Green Ranger on the top rope doing nothing. And I think that was a Dragon Sleeper Crono tried to enact, but then just gave up on. Nice big axe handle by Magus to Green SPD Ranger. Luke Goss, get out of the frickin' way. We can't see what's happening. And now these two back in the ring, the two actual competitors in the ring. I think a suplex just happened on the outside. I can't really see it. Blue Ranger and Crono doing nothing. Club to the back there by Crono. I gotta say, Chrono Trigger, which is my favorite game of all time, the one complaint I have about it is that it is long as holy hell. And I like it because the storyline's good and you get to do a lot of stuff, but it is a long game. Like, a lot of people, if you look on YouTube and see them, oh, and now Green Ranger getting involved. Green Ranger now in a collar and elbow tie-up with Crono and a club to the shoulder. And Green Ranger better be careful. He might be at risk of getting disqualified if he interferes too much. And now, headlock there by Crono, Blue Ranger. But anyway, the speed runs of Chrono Trigger, if you look up any speed run, it's still like a 15-hour game. And that's if you're like cruising it. Nice scoop slam there by Crono, who now drags Blue Ranger into the center of the ring. And now looks like this is going to be a rear naked choke. And will that do it for the Blue Ranger? Blue Ranger struggling. Will he tap out? And no, he will not tap out. And it's a little early to be going for the heavy submissions, but you know, you never know. And now Blue Ranger's got him up and just attacks the head with his crotch. That's a little nasty. And Crono now with another counter. These two going back and forth. Neither man getting a solid advantage. Nice arm drag there by Crono. Luke Goss seems to not understand where the camera is because he's getting in the way literally every opportunity he can. A nice kick there by Crono. Blue Ranger now on the ropes, and Blue Ranger now heading outside the ring again. Now back in the ring. Oh, and here we go. Another cat and mouse game. Yay. This is going to be fun. And this is one of the things I hate. Breaking the fourth wall I hate about this game. Is you leave the ring, you enter the ring, you leave the ring again, you enter the ring again, and nobody hits anybody. It's just frustrating as holy hell. Especially when you're trying to do commentary. And unless you want to talk about something completely different, like the people who commentate Red Sox games on Nessun. And I'm not a Red Sox fan, but if you listen, ooh, nice club to the back there by Blue Ranger. But seriously, if you ever just listen to, like, watch a Red Sox game in its entirety on Nessun. Oh, and here comes, I think, the Chrono Clash, or whatever the fuck I called it. Chrono Trigger, I think is what I called it. And a rope break stops that from happening. But if you ever listen to a Red Sox game all the way through, the commentators on Nessun are hysterical. There was one where one of the guys someone messed up his hot dog order, and they seriously spent the next 2 innings bitching about it. But it's so funny because they're just sitting there just watching the game, enjoying the game, just doing regular, not even commentary on what's happening. They're just like talking. Like they could have just easily been in the stands with mics, and that's it. And it's hilarious to watch because like they will just start talking about nothing. Literally nothing. It also happens at like the ends of Bruins games too on Nessun. Jack Edwards and Doc will just start rambling about nothing. And it's so funny because like you're watching the hockey you're paying attention to hockey, but they seriously just don't care about the game anymore. If they're winning enough, like if the Bruins are up like by 4, they'll just start rambling. And it's funny, and now the groin attack, take a drink. And that must have done some damage on Blue Ranger. Back to the match. Speaking about rambling on for hours. Nice running knee there to Crono. And Crono now getting back up. And Blue Ranger needs to get some momentum back. He has not had... Ooh, dropkick to the knee, which was a very successful maneuver by Crono. Now Crono has Blue Ranger on his shoulders. And that FU-like maneuver, which I need to find the name of. And now another rear naked choke. Is this going to do it? Will Crono get the win with this one? He may. If the Blue Ranger can't escape this, it'll be our first submission victory in CIW. But no, Blue Ranger holds on. Blue Ranger needs to make some momentum here. Crono dominating this match. Physically dominating this match, getting a lot of moves in. But the Blue Ranger's still fighting back as much as he possibly can. And now there was no reason to do that. So Crono threw him into the ropes and then left. Here comes the Green Ranger with a spinning heel kick onto Crono. Still no disqualification. And now a nice side swipe there, kick, and another kick by Green Ranger. And oh, nice double team there by the Rangers. And the Rangers have been known to get some of these sly victories. Crono needs to get back in the ring, or Magus needs to come help Crono, one or the other. Here comes Crono now smashing. It looks like he's going to smash his head onto the... Oh, and decides not to do it. Crono just, I guess he had some sort of intentions, but then just let it go. And no, I refuse to sing the song. If you've seen Frozen, you know what I'm talking about. I will not stand for it. And, ooh, and a Pele kick. What a Pele kick. And Blue Ranger just no-selling the shit out of that. There's a club to the back. Now another knee. Blue Ranger needs to get some momentum here, and he's starting to do that. But Crono now counters, and a nice head takedown. I don't know. I totally don't remember the name of that. And now Blue Ranger needs to get some offensive moves in, looking for... Oh, and went for a quick roll-up, but Crono too close to the ropes to get it going. And now groin attack onto Crono, take a drink. Haven't seen any backdrops this round just yet. And oh, look at this. And now look how the rope is going like up inside Crono. That has got to hurt. Going straight through the crack. And that cannot be helping Crono at all. And, oh, Lord. Yeah, that's one thing that kind of deters me from becoming a professional wrestler, even though I feel like I could, except I'm a scrawny ass who doesn't really have any experience. Another rear naked choke by Crono after all of that. And I think that was what was going to give Blue Ranger the momentum had he just stopped and not used all his energy. But Blue Ranger will not tap out. For that was the third time that rear naked choke's been put into effect, and nothing. Blue Ranger refuses to quit. Now a Dragon Sleeper. Will the Dragon Sleeper do it? Are we going to see Blue Ranger tap out to the Dragon Sleeper? No. Blue Ranger still refusing to quit. And now look at the Crono now hurting as well. These two giving a great matchup right now. Blue Ranger mounting a bit of a comeback, but uh-oh. And that looks like one of Crono's other maneuvers. That might have been the time egg or whatever the hell it was called. And the cover by Crono, is that it? That is it. There goes. And Crono will advance, but I gotta say, another good match. And I guess that was a Chronocution, if you want to call it that, by Crono. A great matchup by the two of them. Blue Ranger mounted a comeback that ended up not being that bad of a match. So we're going to add another 5 points to Crono. And Blue Ranger is going to lose 3 for losing that match. But another great contest. We've seen 2 really good matches by these guys. And Crono will advance. And Magus holding up Crono's hand, even though Magus did literally nothing in that entire day. And so here comes your bad pun of the day. How does Moses make his tea? he brews it. Oh, 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 oh. So, on that note, I'm the Colonist. Crono advances. Thank you for watching, everybody. Take care.